Now, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce someone who has shot to prominence in 2020 and no doubt has got even bigger and better things lined up for 2021. You will know Meggie Foster. Whether or not you recognise the name, you will certainly recognise her face. She's been a viral TikTok sensation with one of the most novel, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way at all, sometimes quite simplistic idea where she kind of mimes over the top and acts out famous news clips and things like that, and just does it so well. She was an absolute lockdown sensation as well. So Meggie, Happy New Year to you. How are you?
Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's really good to see you. I'm used to just watching you on these clips. It's nice to actually be able to see you on our YouTube channel as well. Look, I'm just going to start from the beginning with this, really. I mean, how did you come up with this idea? Because it's just incredible.
Yeah, so lip syncing came actually about. I used to do it years ago on another app called Dub Smash, and I was furloughed from my job back in March.
All right.
And I was so bored, and I was like, I'm an actress. I want to do something funny just for my friends and family. Everyone needs a laugh, and so I just started doing them on TikTok, and they sort of exploded, which is weird.
Was that? Dealing with fame. I suppose you are famous now, aren't you? Dealing with that must be a bit daunting, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't feel famous. I think that
it's not changed.
To me, fame is when you can't change it. No, it's like when you walk down the street, and a few people have come up to me, but because I've been locked down, it's been quite surreal. I've been in my childhood bedroom. My mum shouted at me to pick up my clothes. Yet I'm really known on Twitter. Yeah. So it's quite daunting, but it's very exciting.
Look, I'm with you on that because I think, sometimes I come on here, I'll interview top politicians or whatever. I'll try and, hold people to account. And then when I go home for Christmas, I can't use the sharp knife to cut the turkey. So I'm with you on that. I understand how these things go. But you, of course, have narrated and lip synced some of the most iconic moments of the previous year, 2020. I just want to know what your favourite video was that you did there, what your favourite kind of news event was, and your favourite one, really, of the year that's just gone.
Yeah, I think my favourite that I watched back is probably my first ever Meghan Markle one.
Yeah.
The Meghan Markle sketch I did when she was in I think she was in South Africa. But to do, actually, one of my favourite ones to do was my Nigella Lawson sketch I did recently, just because it was so much fun to just be an idiot. But another of my favourites was I think the Brexit cast one with Laura Kunsberg. Where she was like choking on Chris. That was quite fun to do as well.
Do you get a response from these people that you impersonate or take on, I suppose? Do they ever reach out to you?
Yeah, when I did the Rosina Allen Khan one, she's so lovely. She like follows me on Instagram now, and we've had a bit of a chat here and there. And a few of the other ones have. A lot haven't, obviously, like Boris and Theresa and stuff like that. I don't know if they've seen it, but Bridie Patel, actually, she did follow me, but then she unfollowed me when I did the second one of her.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Okay, right, we need to dwell on this. So Bridie Patel followed you in response to you doing a video of her, and then unfollowed you when you did another video of her.
Yeah, I think it was actually, she followed me, I think when it was like the Caroline Flint and Emily Thornberry one, or just after that. But then when I did her, she swiftly took away the buttons, so...
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's what talk about thin-skinned. For goodness sake, it's our Home Secretary. She can't take a little bit of a bashing on TikTok or whatever. What have you got? What have you got? That's just nuts. I was blowing me away there. What have you got lined up for 2021? I imagine that the Meghan and Harry podcast is going to keep you quite busy.
Well, and the Netflix show, I'm absolutely buzzing for it. It's going to be, I'm just giving me so much content to work with. I'm not sure whether lip syncing's had its day. I don't want to bore anyone, obviously. But if people still enjoy them, then of course I'll do them. I've luckily got an agent now. So, I'm auditioning for different things, going to write a few of my own sketches and things like that and see where it sort of takes me. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait for this whole corona to be over so I can just get back out acting.
Oh yeah, well look, 100%. Yeah, that'd be the dream, wouldn't it? Yeah, obviously we spoke a bit about your fame, as it were, and the fact that you've really kicked off online. I'm looking at your Twitter page at the moment, 123,000 followers, for goodness sake. It's massive, really. Are there some pitfalls with it? Are there some perils? Do you worry about people maybe I don't know, looking at it and thinking that you're ripping people off, or that they might, I don't know, cast aspersions on political views purely because you're actually just doing impressions of people, or you're lip syncing. You're not actually giving your own views yourself, are you? But I mean, is this a concern for you anyway?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly that, right? I'm not even putting any words into anyone's mouths, which I think is actually quite refreshing for people to hear it, just in a different light. And for me, these are characters. These aren't politicians. I'm taking Bridie Patel's stumbling on her words, making her a drunk teenager, or Theresa May making her a child in bed. So for me, they're really characters, and it surprises people that I'm not actually that political at all. Yeah. I have done every party under the sun: Green Party, Labour, Conservative, whatever you want. So it does concern me, because I think that people make a very quick judgment these days, and maybe lose their rationality a bit around things, but hopefully, I mean, the majority of people have been amazing and really, really supportive, and think they can tell that they're a joke.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, the problem is, isn't there? Can be a bit of a sense of humour vacuum. It makes me laugh when people go to a comedy gig or something and sit on the front row, or they watch something that's like 4 hours long. They're like, oh, I've just watched 4 hours of this particular show and I was offended from the start. It's like, well, why who's the loser there then? Do you know what I mean? But
I know.
But Meggie, look, thank you very much. I do hope that as and when the vaccine is rolled out, etc., you can certainly get back to more regular work as well. But for now, I mean, just please keep us entertained in the way that you are doing. It's Meggie Foster, their actress and viral TikTok star. I can't believe that Bridie Patel followed Meggie, and then when Meggie did a video about her, she unfollowed her.